stronger.
As the air ambulance takes off, carrying Lisa to South Africa, the family stands watching with prayers in their hearts and tears in their eyes for Lisa's family.
From the patient and then go through the whole process. So the red tubes that you see here take the contaminated blood from the patient, and then the peristaltic pump, they work under the principle of peristalsis. So we have flexible tubes. It will contract and then relax to provide the right pressure for the fluid to flow through, and it will come to the dialyzer here. You can see this fiber-like things here. Please, can you move the camera to this place? You can see this fiber-like things here. Inside is a fluid called a dialysate. So it has lower concentration than the contaminated blood. So the contaminants will move from the blood into the solution through diffusion. And then it works using the principle of diffusion and osmosis. So the purified blood will then run back to...
Abusia for Ibrahim Mahama, aya adibia mania sopa, once a sika was almost sika nekasa. Adia waye and say, what Timmy a fly ababa webi, ama or baby pim, ewo a South Africa, ababa ye, a ye operation, and I saw behind who yadie. Na ehu kano enye asem ketwa kika ye se Ibrahim Mahama obo millions of dollars ena obo ede aboa ama obidihye etimenya ahoto ewo eye yekurum Ghana ho aje se nya asem ketwa kra ye bekwa akotie asem no mu nchiremu afi Joy News fo ho omo ene cover eye sinyini bibia ye de credit ema Joy News fo ye nkotie kwan omo fa so omo de ababa wa ne free eye Ghana ebesne eba South Africa na obesa no ho yade all in the name of Ibrahim Mahama wayade pa.
It's about 5 a.m. Sunday and little Lisa is wheeled out of the Rich Hospital. The ambulance takes Lisa to Kotoka International Airport with her loved ones following in a convoy. The 10-year-old once lit her home with laughter, but she's now locked in the fight against leukemia. Her family sold almost everything to save her until the CEO of Engineers and Planners and Jata Cement, Mr. Ibrahim Mahama, stepped in to cover the over $100,000 treatment costs. At the airport, her family gathers for prayers.
We thank you, and we know everything has done.
Amid hug and whispered words of encouragement, her mother struggles to hold back tears.
My girl has a chance to life again because all hope was lost. We didn't know how we were going to be able to raise that amount to treat her and to pay for all our bills, our accommodation, everything. We are very much grateful to Mr. Ibrahim Mahama. She's excited. She's looking forward to the treatment. She wants to go back to school. So she's very happy and very optimistic.
Among those at the airport is the man who made it all possible, Mr. Ibrahim Mahama. He has personally come to see Lisa off, ensuring she had the emotional support she needed. Doctors advised that Lisa is given specialized care and safety of an air ambulance, an expense Mr. Ibrahim Mahama fully covered.
We have a boss, and we have a father in Mr. Ibrahim Mahama, who has that empathy towards humanity. He has given everything out. The doctors are on standby in South Africa. As soon as they arrive there, the procedure will start, and we hope and we pray by the grace of God, everything will go, and Lisa will be back stronger.
As the air ambulance takes off, carrying Lisa to South Africa, the family stands watching with prayers in their hearts and tears in their eyes. For Lisa's family, this journey represents hope. Hope for recovery. Hope for laughter to return to their home. And hope that one day Lisa will achieve her dream of helping others fight cancer. Emmanuel Jiveno, Joy News, Kotoka Airport.
Enena edaho no Ibrahim Mahama dwumadi a wabo enso ede ama ababa we ni nabusua no omo na omo to omani a ento obi anim omo kura omo hwem se memo se o se maybe obi a mepe nipa a se oboa ohun nipa mobo mepesa nipa na sempa etimi hu so obi ye adoye bi sa te se osebole zara ma se wo ama automatically obey me senior ma street obi ote saa no mepesa nkofo na sempa nti Ibrahim Mahama waya ade na emom no ukopie mu o setek ya enkwada ewo o setek iku school free SHS adawroma enkwada esi ade bi esi efe ne stem ankura no ku school omu etimi nyam machines ni ade ade disua ade ne de ekone de ebai enkwada yetimi aye ade esi efe dialysis eba ne bo den na omu hu de omu ye no enkwada timi akeka si ani aye machine yi bi ade esi abonten edi hu nkomo we ne pese Ghana fo mpanyifo ekọ na ejom koso enkwada yi asene anaso omu koboa se de be enkwada nso betimi amasa machine ye omatimi akreti ewo suku yi enkofo enya so mfaso yenkwai ni enkotie enkwada no kwan omu fa so nyansa omu nyaaye ene omutimi develop isa we mu na me from prophet you enye omu na makoha na mehu we concert sa no we mu na me from prophet obi a o call spiritu so nyani so ade ehunu so ye den o ode aba mani pa enya so mfaso no we mu na me from prophet.
Now what do you have here?
Please, this is a solar-powered homemade dialysis machine.
And what is it about? I mean, how did it come about?
So please, when a person's kidney gets injured or diseased from an accident or maybe from a disease like nephritis, and the kidney can no longer perform its function like it's supposed to, which is filtering of toxic substances from the body like urea, excess salt, and then dissolved minerals, and then maybe excess water, then the nephrologist will opt for a dialysis treatment to get those waste substances out of the body. And this is the dialysis treatment. So what happens is that blood is taken from the patient. Okay, first, an arterial, a vein and then an artery are connected to form a fistula, so that to give the patient a firm grip, because a lot of pressure will be needed to take the blood from the patient and then go through the whole process. So the red tubings that you see here take the contaminated blood from the patient, and then the peristaltic pump, they work under the principle of peristalsis. So we have flexible tubes. It will contract and then relax to provide the right pressure for the fluid to flow through, and it will come to the dialyzer here. You can see this fiber-like things here. Please, can you move the camera to this place? You can see this fiber-like things here. Inside is a fluid called a dialysate. So it has lower concentration than the contaminated blood. So the contaminants will move from the blood into the solution through diffusion. And then it works using the principle of diffusion and osmosis. So the purified blood will then run back to the patient. So please, I would like to hand over to Priscilla to help us with the whole operation of the device.
But before Priscilla comes in, what were some of the items that were used to build this dialysis machine, solar power dialysis machine?
Okay. So please, this thing that you see, it's a local board. This dialyzer, we bought them, the tubes, we got them. And this one too, we bought them. But we looked on this one, like you see, to make this in our school. And then we have blood pressure sensors, we have electrocardiogram, and we have these buttons. So most of them were locally sourced.
Right.
Okay. We have the solar panels, that one too, we got them. So our device operates on solar power. So in case there are power outages, the system can still run.
Interesting. You wanted your colleague to also come in. I don't know. Write your name.
My name is Priscilla Sampama.
Priscilla, what do you have for us?
Okay, so I will take you through how the whole thing works. Okay, so she made mention the contaminants being stored in the patient. So we have 2 tubes, the red one and the blue one. The red one will take the contaminated blood from the patient through the peristaltic pumps to the dialyzer where the filtration will take place. So the blood is being filtered here and the contaminants will be remained in the dialyzer. And the filtered blood will pass through the blue blood tube back to the patient. So it's a cycle, it continues. It will take about 4 hours for all the contaminants in the patient to be removed. Okay, so the patient's vitals will be measured. We have sensors built inside the machine, and all the vitals will be displayed on this screen. So the blood pressure, the electrocardiogram, blood flow rate, and temperature, all of them would be displayed here for the doctor to see. We have also programmed the machine to make automatic adjustments to any deviations. For instance, when there is a significant drop in temperature, the machine may increase the pump speed for to maintain the system to circulate. All the circulation should be constant and no deviation. So we also have visual alarms that will alert the doctor to any deviations that I talked about so that they can attend to the patients.
Can this really work in a health facility?
So please, honestly speaking, this is a prototype, so it has to undergo some process of refining before it can come to the market.
More scientific refinery before it can come to the market. So now what are we waiting for?
We want investments because there are lots of things that we are planning on adding. We want to add robust peristaltic pumps that will actually trap the air bubbles that we can even see, because if they should go into a patient, it can end up killing the patient. So we have a lot of modifications to make.
What's really inspired the team to do this?
Please, thank you for the question. Please, we heard of the dialysis treatment situation in Kyei-Duah Hospital, and then we got to know how dialysis treatment is very costly in our country. So we decided to create an affordable dialysis solution using locally sourced materials so that the cost of production will come down, so that in the next 2 to 5 years, we expect that this machine will be deployed to hospitals and clinics in Ghana, so that the poor, those in far areas, those in areas with unreliable power supply can get access to affordable dialysis treatment.
Busia, me bo me se mama nkwada no. O ma bo adwuma bruta. Na danko akufo-addo. Enso ne nkofo ne government. E di free SHS ba ya o musu timi nya akwanya ko obi. Be ye sure se ni nyina aka ho bi. Ana mo matima nya nimde. Enya machines, enya eho equipment. E di akoye sa no ma nyina. Enkura na yade empanyifo mo mani nkɔ saa school ho na no mo san ye balloting box bia ubetime di akɔ aba ni nyina wo so mo kolom kɔso nkura na senaja yehu mo so emfaso e wo Ghana ho me madwen kyerɛ ni nso betime do aba.